从2007年中国投资有限责任公司成立之后，主权财富基金这个概念已经被越来越多的中国老百姓所熟悉。作为备受关注的国家投资机构，这类基金的表现往往格外引人瞩目。一方面，它的盈亏直接反映国民财富的保值情况，管理层的压力巨大；另一方面，主权财富基金在海内外的投资行为往往还会受到特殊的监管，体现各自国家的意志。国外主权财富基金的运营策略是怎样的？他们的投资重点又在哪里呢？最近，财经记者采访了俄罗斯直接投资基金 CEO 德米特里夫。下面的时间就让我们来听一听这位俄罗斯的主权财富基金 CEO 是怎么说的。
Could you explain the purpose of establishment of RDF?
RDF was created as a partner of choice for the leading investors to invest in Russia. And we have $10 billion of money from the Russian government to invest together with our partners in the Russian economy. So far we've invested $3 billion into the Russian economy, $800 million came from us and $2.2 billion from our investors, co-investors. And we also created joint platforms with over $9 billion with our partners. And the key fund we've set up was China. So we have Russia-China investment fund that was set up $1 billion from us, $1 billion from China Investment Corporation, and we already have invested in our first project. It's a forest production in Russia Far East.
So in your view, for sovereign wealth fund, what should be the top priority for these funds? How to balance the short-term gains versus long-term development opportunities?
Yeah, I think a really important question is how can you deploy long-term with attractive returns? And what you see now is that the world is so volatile that for long-term investors it becomes a challenge to think about this because currencies fluctuate, stock market fluctuates, etc. So we believe one of the better ways to invest long-term is to invest in infrastructure, because fundamentally infrastructure assets are needed by the world. McKinsey estimates that $60 trillion of infrastructure investing needs to happen by 2030. And that also provides very tangible and needed assets that are worth quite a bit. So we believe that you need to look for asset classes that are attractive for long-term investors. Infrastructure is one of those asset classes. And then the rest of the money needs to be diversified. But you really need to think about asset classes that long-term provide quite a bit of value. And this is where sovereign wealth funds are focused, also by working together and cooperating together. So we've built some of the best platforms with other funds to really look where can we invest together to produce good and predictable returns.
根据国际资产管理公司景顺上月公布的数据，目前全球主权基金规模已经超越6万亿美元，而面向私募股权、房地产、基础建设等领域的投资已经成为重要的方向。对于股票、债券等传统项目的投资则呈现下降的趋势，这一点在来自中东和亚洲的主权基金上体现得尤为明显。曾经，你认为这个俄罗斯的直接投资基金它有什么特点呢？
那我看一个最大特点就是它不像其他这个主权财富基金一样，主要是投资于海外，而它主要是吸引海外的投资与它自己一道来投资俄罗斯国内。那么这一块的这个100亿美元呢，就有一点点像这个俄罗斯政府的一个担保或者说背书。那么正是因为这家基金它主要投资于国内，那么它所考虑的其实不仅仅是一个商业利益和回报，而还有一个就是关于它是不是有助于俄罗斯的这种长期的经济发展。那么这也就是我们为什么看到这家基金从来不去投资这种油气或者是能源行业，而是更多的投在这个基础设施、林业、农业、服务业、物流等等行业。那么这一块呢，其实我们可以把它看作是一个俄罗斯向海外投资者示好的这么一个比较积极的信号。